Had a big second half, 11 points. Wiley Brown has had a lot of playing time. He was in briefly in the first half, but more here in the second.
Much better patience being displayed offensively by Louisville. You see they're still going through the options. They turn the ball, pass the ball around the horn at least 4 or 5 times now, looking for that open shot and trying to spread Florida State out, take advantage of their offensive ability.
Well, they've got that 4-point lead right now, so they're not looking up like they were the entire first half. 6.5 minutes remaining. They are not freezing it. Don't misunderstand, though. They're looking for the shot here. And let's give the Seminoles a little credit. They played some great defense on this sequence. Oh, the Cardinals get it back. Last touch by Gilmore at the baseline, and the Cardinals get it back. 6:19 to go.
Well, the official was right on top of the play. There was good hustle by both Johnson and Wiley Brown in there.
A rebounding edge to Louisville by 3. It had been a bigger edge for the Cardinals earlier this afternoon. Doozer. Wiley Brown. Inside they go to McCray, and his shot will not go. So now a chance for the Seminoles to catch up again. Tony Williams, he's left open. Doozer went right on by, and he hits the shot. Tony Williams. 18 points for Williams.
I'm sure they're picking his shots up on the radar detector out there at Tallahassee Airport. He's been throwing in some long jumpers tonight.
They are charged up here in Seminole territory right now. A 2-point ball game. 5:42 remaining. These Seminoles were leading quite a bit during the first half, but here in the second half, it's been tough for them. Both teams in the bonus, and Louisville ahead now by 2 points.
Well, the fans showing their appreciation for a valiant effort being displayed by Florida State, and they got to like this in terms of what it indicates for the future, because they've got a lot of youngsters out here, only one junior, the rest freshmen and sophomores, and they've made the adjustments very well this season.
And so if you talk about chemistry, they're just starting to find it at Florida State right now. Lancaster Gordon is back into the lineup for the Cardinals. He's wearing number 4. He has not played in the second half at all either. And listen to these fans. They're trying to exert their influence as best they can to help the Seminoles.
Well, the team members were hoping that the fans would show the same kind of enthusiasm as they showed at Old Tully Gymnasium.
Derek Smith playing for the first time in the second half, number 43. Wiley Brown gives it up. It's good, and there's a foul as Derek Smith gets the layup.
We'll give a lot of credit to Wiley Brown. He forced the action that time as he started to penetrate. As you take a look at Wiley Brown, he recognizes Derek Smith is open. And watch the double pump right here. Clearly, the guy came over his back and swatted him. He was up high, double pump, kissed it off the glass nicely.
That's number 4 on Wiggins, as you can see. And Derek Smith only 63% from the free throw line. The co-player of the year in the Metro Conference last year. Now it's 58-53.
Well, we'll see what kind of effect emotionally and mentally the 4th foul that Mitchell Wiggins has picked up will have on Florida State.
At this stage of the ball game, I doubt if he'll come out. Here's Wiggins' shot. It's good. Mitchell Wiggins comes right back. I'll bet that makes him feel better. He has a dozen points. 58-55. 4.5 minutes remaining.
You're right. He's going to have to play with 4 fouls, and that's going to be a big learning process for him.
Derek Smith gives it up. Back on the circle to Eves. Rodney McCray comes around to Wiley Brown. Scooter McCray is still on the bench. He's the one starter that's not out there for Denny Crum right now. Look at the Seminoles trying to get the ball away, and finally they call a tie-up. No advance within 5 seconds, and the ball goes over.
Excellent defense by the big fella Bobby Miles. As you take a look at Denny Crum, you can see he's a little frustrated, but he's trying to keep his team involved in the game, keep urging them on. He didn't throw the ball away. McCray did not throw the ball away, so that was a plus.
Yeah, I don't think Denny was unhappy with the call. He was unhappy that his team didn't perform better under those circumstances. All right, it's a 3-point game right now. Let's see what the Seminoles can do about beating the Cardinals for the first time in 10 meetings between the two. That's right. Louisville has won 9 in a row. Johnson, he puts it in. It's a 1-point game. 58-57, 8 points for Michael Johnson.
Well, FSU has had his confidence a long time ago. They feel they can play giant killers, and they've been in this game ever since the beginning.
Now we have 3.5 minutes to go. Rodney McRae gives it up here to Lancaster Gordon. He sat out the first 15 minutes of the second half. Stolen. Play it up front to Tony Williams. He gets it across to Wiggins and stolen back by Gordon. A golden opportunity missed by the Seminoles there, and now it's turned over by Derek Smith. Wow.
I tell you, talk about a fast pace. As a matter of fact, it was happening so fast, it was too fast to comment on. But Tony Williams really made one of the few mistakes he's made today. He should have gone up with that shot. He was clearly open. Instead, he went around with a 360 and tried to pass off.
Well, it's a good thing our scorekeeper, Bernie Waxman, has the quick fingers. He needed it on that sequence right there. Williams thought about shooting, didn't go with it. Baseline try will not fall. Followed up by Brown. Johnson with the follow shot. 10 points for Johnson. And Florida State back on top.
And the same problem that Louisville, or rather Florida State, was having blocking out because they were in the zone. Louisville had the problem that time as Florida State got the inside position.
Now we have 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go, and the Seminoles have reclaimed the lead after the Cardinals were up by 6 a couple of times. Here's a whistle. And a Cardinal foul. Offensive foul. Derek Smith gets whistled on his second. And so each team in the bonus, we're going to have free throws out of this, with Florida State leading 59-58, and frustration for Denny Crum right now. Forrest is back in the ball game for the Cardinals. On the line today, Johnson is 2 out of 2. That was back in the first half. He hits the first end of a very important one-on-one.
Well, as you mentioned, he's a 70% free throw shooter, but watch the spin on the ball. It's kind of a side spin as opposed to a back spin.
And he makes the second, a 3-point Seminole lead. 61-58, 2:28 to go.
Guess it doesn't make any difference what kind of spin it is as long as it goes in.
Timeout called by Louisville. Well, I promised you we were going to have an exciting conclusion, and we won't have any trouble keeping that promise today. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in the ball game. Florida State leading 61-58. And the Cardinals called this timeout. Denny Crum hustled his team right back into it in the second half. Now he's got to do it all over again.
And what Coach Crum has been trying to do with the offensive set is to pull the FSU players out. Let's see if we can hear.
If he's not open in the zone, cut Jerry, take your man away, come back out, get the ball, angle, and Rodney double down. You have to set your man all the way up when he'll come off the double pick. It's guard cut, double screen. All right, but you got to set your man up and get the ball. Oh, yeah. Make like we're going back over. Fire back out there. All right, you understand we're running guard cut, double screen. Now, but if he's open on the pick, here, we'll just throw it in there. Getting after you on defense. We got to ask somebody to pass the ball to. Set your man up out. Stop. Set your man so that he can't fire. Then fire out.
Come on, man. Up and go.
Okay, a little of what Denny Crum is thinking about right here. By the way, in the timeout situation, Florida State still has 4 remaining. Louisville has 3 timeouts remaining. 2:22 left in the ball game, and 61-58 the Seminoles. If the Seminoles could hang on and win this game, they would pass the Cardinals in the Metro Conference standing. They're only a half game behind right now. Stolen. Reaching right in there and picking it away was Mitchell Wiggins.
Well, you can bet your bottom dollar they're going to sit on the ball now. And as one of our favorite announcers say, the world-class players have got to play now with only 2:03 left. We'll see what they're made of.
Here's Gilmore. He has been foul prone today. And we've got a foul on this play. Forrest commits the personal foul. You see the time clock has gone inside the 2-minute mark. A quick conference between Coach Crum and Jerry Eves. Both teams in the bonus, so we've got free throws coming here for Michael Johnson. He just hit 2 a moment ago, and he'll have a chance for 2 more.
Well, I tell you, if you're Louisville and with that offensive set that Florida State has in there, if you have to foul, you got to be thinking Gilmore because he's only a 53% free throw shooter.
That makes it a 4-point ball game. unusual spin again, but a 5-point lead, 63-58, and just under 2 minutes to play. Let's see what the Cardinals can do about bringing this one back within grasp. Eaves thought about the outside shot. Lancaster Gordon at the circle. Forrest goes inside. The ball denied nicely by Tony William. It'll still be Louisville's ball. 1:37 to play.
Well, you can see Louisville was trying to isolate Jerry Eaves and get him on the inside, and if not, then they're trying to go to their big men.
Rodney McRae back to Wiley Brown. Brown down to the baseline. Eaves gets a layup. Jerry Eaves, and he has scored 18 points today, well above his average, which is around 12. Still, the Cardinals down by 3, 63-60, a minute 22 to go. Here's a steal. Now they can pull to within 1.
Jerry Eaves showing certainly what kind of metal he's made of.
Lancaster Gordon looks for the shot. He threw it away, intercepted by Williams. And a foul. Personal foul on Eaves. That's number 3 on Jerry. 1:08 left on the clock.
Well, Lancaster Gordon was just trying to press the situation a little too much that time. He was trying to get the ball back to Jerry Eaves. It was a bad pass because the Florida State player was right in the lane that time, in the passing lane, and Eaves fouled him trying to get the ball.
Well, Tony William, who averages 13 points a game, has certainly exceeded that today. He's got 18. And actually, here's a big miss. Big miss and a rebound for the Cardinals. And this will give them a chance to come back. It's 63-60. Favor Florida State. 1 minute exactly left to play. Eaves slipped. He slipped as he went into the lane. And Florida State with the ball. Almost stolen by Doozer. And they call a foul on Johnson.
Well, you gotta like the hustle that Louisville is displaying now. They realize what's at stake. They're giving everything possible. And Greg Doozer, watch it on the replay here. Doozer's gonna go over and give his teammate a hand. Watch it right at the top of the screen there. He slaps the ball out. And watch it, the Florida State player, he dives under him, and that's why they call the foul.
The free throws will be attempted by Greg Doozer. He is only 2 for 4 on the line this year and has not scored in this ball game. But first, we've got another timeout. 47 seconds still showing on the clock. Florida State by 3.
Well, Florida State called that timeout. They're going to try to shake Doozer's head now. They're going to try to rattle him and change the size of that rim from ocean size down to teacup size and see if it'll pay dividends.
You mean they're icing him? That's nasty. But that's exactly one of the things that Joe Williams has on his mind.
You know, with only 47 seconds left, you got to wonder if Coach Denny Crum is giving instructions to Doozer to make the first free throw, if possible, of course, and possibly miss the second one so that they'll have a chance to tie it up or go ahead if, in fact, one of their players gets fouled on the inside, because there are only 47 seconds left. FSU gets the ball after a missed free throw, or with even a 1-point deficit, you know they're going to sit on it.
Hey, the rebound on the missed shot is the most important play of the game right now. All right, come on, the rebound right here on the missed shot. All right, come on, let's go get it and be smart now.
Ready, go! Let's go!
And so Joe Williams sends his team back to the battle. By the way, we've got more college basketball coming right up. Stay tuned for the Georgia-Kentucky game. Most of you will see that. Right now, the turnover column almost even. Florida State with one more giveaway, and yet they lead it here by 3 points. 47 seconds left to play. Free throws coming now for Doozer. 1-1. Oh, he put that one in like a veteran. Isn't that something? Doozer, a senior from New Albany, Indiana. Star of the game in the Florida State game last year. No good on that second try. It's a 2-point ball game. And the rebound call, grab by Johnson. And a foul here on Willie Brown. He's out of the ball game. Wiley Brown commits his 5th. And the Cardinal is distraught.
Well, it was really quite ironic that the last time down on the free throw line, Tony Williams, who's an 85% free throw shooter, missed. Michael Johnson has been enjoying good success at the free throw line. Let's see what he can do here.
Michael has had some big ones today. He is 6 for 6 at the line in the ball game. And returning for the Cardinals is Derek Smith, the senior out of Hogansville, Georgia. It's been a frustrating day for Derek, only 5 points.
And now Denny Crum gets an opportunity to return the favor and try to rattle the Florida State player Michael Johnson's brain a little bit.
Our situation is a 2-point ball game in stretch time here in Tallahassee, Florida. The Seminoles 63, Louisville 61. 46 seconds left on the clock. We did promise you an exciting finish, and we'll be back with it in just a moment.
The Black Forest, where Porsches stretch out and run. What's a Mazda RX-7 doing here? Making a point about outstanding value in a sports car. Because while the RX-7 offers the performance, economy, and sophistication you expect in a truly fine sports car, it offers it at a price you most certainly don't expect. The more you look at some of the finest sports cars in the world, the more you like the 1982 Mazda RX-7.
What's more natural than pasta and beer? Ah, what's more natural than natural light from Anheuser-Busch? The beer with a taste for food. It's natural and it's light. So when you want to leave room for more,
What's more natural than natural light?
Incredible regional action follows. The soaring Orangemen of Syracuse battle the red-hot DePaul Blue Demons. Or Minnesota takes on Bobby Knight's Indiana Hoosiers. Plus, Georgia tries to cage the Wildcats of Kentucky. Great college hoops next. Check local listing.
Andy Musser with James Brown in Tallahassee. We've really had quite an afternoon, and it's not over yet. Florida State 63, Louisville 61, and 46 seconds remaining in the ball game. And big free throws coming here for Michael Johnson. He has 14 points this afternoon, including 6 out of 6 at the line. Being reminded it's a 1-and-1. Well, he's got that crazy spin working just right, doesn't he?
I tell you, unorthodox, but it doesn't make any difference as long as it goes in, and he's shooting confidently.
3-point game. And the spread back to 4 once again, 65 to 61, 45 seconds to go. Cardinals need a couple of hoops. They need a steal. Doozer into the lane, makes a tough pass between the legs of William and out of bounds, but that was a dangerous pass.
And FSU is well aware that they're going to try to penetrate and pass the ball inside, so they showed good interior defense that time. Doozer could have taken the shot.
And once again, a Florida State player got his hands on that ball. Eves from the outside, the left-hander missing, but jammed up and through. Give it to Rodney McRae. 11 points for Rodney McRae. It's a 2-point ball game. Florida State still with the lead, but by a scant basket right now, and another timeout here in Tallahassee.
I tell you, Rodney McRae has perhaps got a nosebleed. He went up so high that time, clearly above everybody, and slammed home that high percentage dunk.
I wonder whether they had the record crowd that they were looking for here today. You know, this building seats 12,500, but they came from a gym that seated only about 3,500, so naturally they haven't filled this place yet this year. In fact, I think the record attendance is about 6,200, and I don't know whether they've exceeded it here this afternoon or not. Well, tomorrow it's a spectacular Sunday sports lineup on NBC, starting at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. NBC Sports World brings you the World Professional Figure Skating Championship, featuring such skating stars as Robin Cousin, Linda Fradiani, and Dorothy Hamill. Then it's off to college hoop action when you'll see Lou Carnesecca St. John's Redmen take on freshman sensation Patrick Ewing and the Georgetown Hoyas. Or Wake Forest at Arkansas. Check your local listing. And lastly, we'll take you to Southern California for the final round of the Wicks Andy Williams San Diego Open Golf Tournament. That's all tomorrow here on NBC.
Andy, if you're Louisville, at this point in the game with 26 seconds left, you got to be thinking, press the ball as aggressively as you can and go for the steal. If you've got to foul a player, the player on Florida State to foul, statistically with the percentages, it's got to be Oren Gilmore because he's only a 53% free throw shooter. But they've got to go for the steal.
right, the ball belongs to Florida State. They lead by 2. Johnson on the inbound to Miles and out to Wiggins. Wiggins quickly into the forecourt and back to Williams. They wanted to get the ball into the sure hand of Williams. They do, and a foul on Doozer. Tony Williams, they fouled the wrong guy there, I believe.
Well, no question about that. He's been scoring exceptionally well right along with Michael Johnson. But what Coach Denny Crum is trying to do now, he's trying to play the clock. And believe me, he's one of the best coaches in the country at playing the clock now with 21 seconds left.
This fella hits 86% of his free throws. Williams, however, did miss his last one. He's good on this one. 19 points in the game for Tony Williams. Those were big free throws, needless to say. 67-63. Cardinals now in a hurry. Clock working against them. Derek Smith. He's been quiet today, and he misses here. And the foul goes against Louisville. And the Seminoles think they have it wrapped up, and with good reason. 12 seconds to go. They lead by 4, and some free throws coming after the foul on Forrest.
Call the foul, as you indicated, on Manuel Forrest, the freshman player for Louisville, who was trying to crash the boards. But keep in mind, from a statistical standpoint, they fouled the right guy in Oren Gilmore. We'll see if he holds true to his 53% free throw shooting.
And congratulations to you. You said that's the guy they should foul, right?
Well, we'll find out whether or not he makes me out a liar.
Well, he's 54% on the line.
Always happens. Always happens.